Most people know Elon Musk as the guy who builds rockets, electric cars, and viral AI tools. But if you zoom out just a little bit, if you pull back from the headlines, the memes, and the controversy, you realize something far more unsettling and far more extraordinary. Elon Musk isn't just running companies. He is building a private technological empire that spans Earth, space, digital intelligence, energy, transportation, and military communications. Something far bigger than SpaceX, far more influential than Tesla, and far more strategic than XAI. What he's really creating is an interconnected network, a system so vast and so deeply integrated that it may one day operate like a civilization of its own. A civilization controlled not by governments, but by him. Today, we're diving into the hidden empire behind SpaceX, Starlink, Tesla, and XAI. How they secretly feed into one another. How every project leads to something bigger. And why people in Silicon Valley quietly say that Musk is building the most powerful private infrastructure in human history. The big question is, should we be inspired or should we be worried? The system no one sees. The public sees Elon's companies as separate. A rocket company here, a car company there, an AI chatbot competing with OpenAI, and a satellite network providing fast internet. But behind the scenes, these are not separate ventures. They are pieces of a single, unified machine. Tesla collects data. Starlink transmits it. XAI interprets it. SpaceX expands it to other planets. Each division feeds the next, strengthening the entire system. Musk has said many times, "I don't build companies for money, I build them to solve problems." But when all of your solutions connect into one massive structure, what you're actually building is a new type of empire. Let's start with the foundation, SpaceX. Because everything else, every AI model, every satellite, every self-driving feature, every future robot, all of it ultimately depends on the launch capabilities of SpaceX. The infrastructure of a new era, SpaceX began as an insane dream, making humanity multiplanetary. But the truth is, that was only the outer layer. The real value of SpaceX, its real strategic role, is that it gives Musk the ability to launch anything, anywhere, anytime, without relying on NASA, the US military, or any foreign government. With Falcon 9 and the upcoming Starship system, SpaceX controls the transportation layer of his empire. Need to deploy 60 satellites in a single night? SpaceX can do it. Need to send military hardware into orbit discreetly? SpaceX can do it. Need to launch test modules for Mars colonization? SpaceX can do it. What's more important is that 70% of the world's commercial satellites now depend on SpaceX. The entire satellite-based internet revolution? SpaceX launches it. Global climate monitoring? SpaceX. GPS competitors? SpaceX. Even NASA relies heavily on a private company now. The power imbalance is unprecedented. Never in history has one private individual controlled the primary gateway to space. And the most important payloads riding on SpaceX rockets aren't astronauts or scientific tools. They are Starlink satellites, the backbone of Musk's global communication grid. The private Internet of Earth Starlink looks like a Wi-Fi service from space, but that's the simplified version. The reality is that Musk is quietly building the world's largest independent communication network. Before Starlink, only governments could control global communications. Now, a private company with thousands of satellites can restore the internet during war, provide secure communication to military units, and bypass national telecom networks completely. Starlink is already deeply embedded in global security. It kept Ukraine's military online during blackouts and cyber attacks. It powers remote regions where no infrastructure exists. Governments from the US to Japan have signed contracts because they know there is nothing else like it. And while Starlink is the public version, the hidden version is Starshield, a classified communication system built for the US Department of Defense. Starshield satellites have encrypted communication, military-grade sensors, and the ability to run operations independently of global telecom providers. Starlink and Starshield together form the nervous system of Musk's empire. Millions of devices, cars, robots, sensors, and satellites, all connected through one private network. This connectivity then feeds into xAI, which processes and interprets the data in real time. The digital brain xAI was publicly presented as a competitor to ChatGPT, but its real purpose is far bigger than a chatbot. What Musk wants is a real-time artificial intelligence that understands the world as it is happening. Most AI models are trained on static data, frozen in time. But xAI's Grok model is different. It learns from live global data flowing through the network, formerly known as Twitter, now X. It has access to real-time conversations, global sentiment, breaking news, sensor data from Tesla cars, and satellite-linked communication patterns from Starlink. xAI is designed to become the operational intelligence behind Musk's entire empire. Imagine a system that can monitor the global Starlink network, optimize satellite connections, adapt Tesla autopilot to real-time conditions, improve SpaceX launch logistics, process camera feeds from millions of vehicles, and coordinate future humanoid robots, all simultaneously. This is what Musk has hinted at: a unified, always-online AI system that grows smarter with every Tesla mile driven, every satellite deployed, every social media post analyzed, and every robot trained. In other words, xAI is the brain, and everything else, cars, rockets, satellites, is the body. Which brings us to Tesla, the part of the empire most people misunderstand: the energy grid and robotic future. Tesla has masterfully branded itself as an electric car company. But in truth, Tesla is an energy company, a robotics company, and a global data collection network. Tesla cars gather billions of miles of real-world driving data each year: footage of roads, behavior of drivers, reactions to traffic conditions, and detailed sensor information that other car companies can only dream of accessing. This is the world's largest network of real-time cameras and sensors. Tesla's energy division is equally important. Through Powerwall and Megapack, Tesla quietly controls storage for massive amounts of electricity, powering homes, businesses, rural towns, and entire grids. Combine that with its solar operations, and Tesla becomes the backbone of a future global energy system, renewable, connected, and AI optimized. Then comes the Tesla Dojo supercomputer, built specifically to train neural networks at a scale no other car company can match. Dojo is the computational engine behind self-driving cars and future robotics. And at the center of that plan stands Optimus, Tesla's humanoid robot. Unlike other robots, Optimus will be integrated into Tesla's supply chain, Starlink's connectivity, and xAI's intelligence. A robot that can work in factories, assist in homes, and eventually operate autonomously in environments too dangerous for humans. Tesla provides the physical layer. Starlink provides the communication layer. xAI provides the intelligence layer. SpaceX provides the expansion layer. This is not coincidence. It is design. When everything connects, imagine a world where millions of Tesla cars constantly gather data, send it to xAI through Starlink, get optimized by AI, and update themselves in real time. Imagine a fleet of humanoid robots working in synchronized coordination because they are all connected to a private satellite network and a real-time AI brain. Imagine smart energy grids powered by Tesla Megapacks, monitored by xAI, stabilized by Starlink connectivity, and expanded by SpaceX launchable systems. This is not science fiction. It is what Musk is actively building. And because SpaceX controls the ability to send hardware into orbit, Tesla controls the sensors and energy, Starlink controls global communication, and xAI controls intelligence. The end result is a closed-loop ecosystem, one that doesn't rely on governments, one that doesn't need national infrastructure, one that is vertically integrated from the ground to low Earth orbit, and eventually to Mars. No one in history has ever controlled a private satellite constellation, an independent global internet network, a self-driving vehicle fleet, a robot workforce, an AI system trained on live world data, the leading reusable rocket program, and a planetary colonization plan. This is bigger than Microsoft, bigger than Google, bigger than any government-backed project. This is a civilization-scale project run by a single individual. So what exactly is Elon Musk building? A better future? A multiplanetary species? A unified technological ecosystem that makes life easier, safer, and more connected? Or is he constructing a private technological empire with unprecedented control over communication, transportation, energy, robotics, and intelligence? Supporters say Musk is humanity's greatest innovator. Critics say he is creating an empire too powerful for any individual. But whether you admire him, fear him, or stand somewhere in between, one thing is undeniable. He is building something the world has never seen before.